If the person no mention Jerusalem, he will mention Rome. Ask an African Muslim, where is your holy land? He will mention Saudi Arabia. Before the days of the Bishop saga, ask an Anglican, he will mention Lancelot in England. Ask a Jehovah's Witness, he will mention USA. So there is no land holy in Africa. There is no holy land for pilgrimage. But you can boldly pay millions to fly to another man's land in the name of pilgrimage. Curse be my grave if I don't tell you this. A generation that has been made to hate everything in their own and appraise everything that is not indigenous to them. You will see some of them who you think they are knowledgeable. Immediately they land in Israel. The first thing they will be capturing is picture. We went to the Holy Land. Fiakwa, woe betide you. Kedafan Kejalo, River Jordan, Mbosia. You left the waters in my land as holy as Milin Jaba, as holy as Abana Bezuno Mombala, as holy as Milin Kesi, as holy as Imo River, as holy as Olasi Okeja, as holy as all these great waters here. You didn't mean them free. You traveled to a faraway land and they told you this is River Jordan. You immersed yourself there and said this is the glory of God. Something happened in Enugu, I think in Udi. There is a river that dried up in the 70s in Udi. If I'm wrong, correct me. Now, this river came back, I think 2000 and something. Now, do you know what happened? In Nach, yes, in Nach. Our stupid brothers called that river Bethsaida. Out of anger, the river went back again. Go and ask, that river is no longer there. When that water popped out again, nobody asks, what is the actual name of this water? You opened your wide gutter and called it Bethsaida. A river indigenous to our people that has not been in existence for long. Maybe somebody transgressed against it. The water traveled. Out of the abundance of its heart, it came back again. You opened your mouth and called it Bethsaida. We had the healings that water gave to people. I wasn't there. I heard that people received their healings. Then the elders in that place opened their wide gutter. Youths opened their wide gutter and called it Bethsaida. If I'm the river, I will not come back again. Since you cannot acknowledge me for my name, but you gave me an alien name, Bethsaida. It's only an African that was told. Let me tell you, if all the Africans said that our holy land is Congo, I will not be angry. And said that our holy land is in Igbo land or Yoruba land, I will not be angry. If all the Africans told me that our holy land was in Zulu, in South Africa, I will not be angry. Because somehow, it is still our own land. But to tell me that none of this land is holy to us, but a land of an invader who knows nothing about the spiritual things. If Africa said that the Holy Land was Uganda, I wouldn't be angry. If they told me that the Holy Land is in anywhere in our land, I wouldn't be angry. Mark my word, listen to me. Oh. I know that originally Jerusalem is an African land. Don't get me wrong. Yes, if you don't know it today. Until 1569, that land you are calling Israel was in Africa. It was the man called Ferdinand de Lesseps that carved out that land and built a Suez Canal. 1569. Now the problem becomes, what is the fate of an African man? Father Chibike.
Maazi, how far?
Nah, I'm in a different tempo today. So we will continue to talk until everybody's ear begins to listen, because everybody, see, the way we are doing now, the way we are behaving, we have desecrated our ancestors so much. We have rubbished everything we hold supreme. We have reduced ourselves to nothing. Imagine if someone can boldly pay billions just to go for pilgrimage in another continent. My dear, do you know the greatest pilgrimage I went? Is by moving from one Igbo land to another, searching for the deep things of the ancestors. If you are from Anambra, try touring Anambra. When you are done touring Anambra, travel to Imo, Abia, Ebonyi. Learn of our people. When you tour the whole of Nigeria, move to the next part of Africa. There are many things you will learn about us.
Come back
Namdalu.
As you said, the different frequencies. I tolerate salute.
Thank you, my brother. So, what do we continue to do? If you talk, you'll die. If you not talk, you'll die. Okay? We will continue talking. Someone have the mind to tell you that happy are those that suffer. The person that told you thou shalt not kill is the greatest killer. Thou shalt not kill. I've told you people, there are some things you have to delete from your brain. There are some things you need to delete. Vengeance is of the Lord. Eh? Now, you came to our land, took everything, And we are now coming to your land to see the thing you took from us. And you say we are over migrating. Hey, there is one guy on social media. I saw the video. The guy said, imagine a thief came to your house and stole your television, and you went to the thief's house to watch the TV, and the thief says that you are disturbing him. The day Africa will delete the mindset that vengeance is of the Lord. Every part of the world has received reparation. The only thing Africa is asking for is an apology. But do you know the problem? Even the offended don't know that they were offended. Every day, the seminary school is receiving our sons, converting them to puppets. Is it not high time we started doing something differently? They have convinced so many people to believe and accept that we don't have history. The first thing they did was to change our writing system. Anybody that is interested in changing your writing system, that person is a wicked person, because by distorting history, changing your writing system, even if you find a document left by your ancestors, you cannot identify them. I say it again to you, ABCD did not start until 1947. ABCD did not start 1947. Ordinary 1947, we started our BHD. So are you saying that the ancient writing system, the Ejayam writing system, the Akago writing system, sometimes I see the CBD is scripted in the walls, but nobody will know it is your ancestors' history, because they've lied to you. We don't write things on paper, we inscribe it on walls. They made sure they eradicated every of our ancient knowledge. The Ejagam writing, the Nsibidi writing, the Akago writing, these are our indigenous writing systems. That is why if you give an average Igbo man nunzu, kotwanzu, or $7 na naira nana, thinking that that was what we are drawing before, when you give a person who understood himself nunzu, he begins to write in the ancient writing of his ancestors. And Ohaneze Igbo is not bothered on how to retrieve Nsebede. When you see Nsebede, he looks so foreign to you. Because of that, if I'm telling you that the Igbos gave birth to Japan, you'll be looking at me as a madman. Because you ask me, What does it connect this and this? Imagine you can still write in Sebede. That was why when I introduced how we write in Sebede, and I told you the word chi is the same holographic writing in Sebede that we also wrote in Japanese, Chinese, Korean. The day we are ready, you see all these our leaders, we hold them accountable. The youths are 65%. The elders are 35%. You can't tell me that 35% that are old can defeat 65% that are strong. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? The statistics of the military is how many? How many can now made in Nigeria? How many is the military in Nigeria? That they can shoot everybody, and when we are demanding for our right inclusion. How many kunode? Ye won't abuna. Little thing, they will threaten you with death. Little thing, they made death so painful that people, men became cowards. They made death so painful that men became bunch of cowards and sissies. My dear, if we don't take time, the destiny we so called into this world will die in your hands. Who are you? When Olympic comes, it's anytime Olympic come, it gives me reasons to cry. Every Olympic is like a crying season for me. Why? I see games that would have been called rubbish. I see some games in Olympic that ordinarily they will call it rubbish here. And why do the people introduce these games? To make sure that the youths are engaged in all paraphernalia. Olympic. During World Cup, they will be saying France won World Cup. You can't census of the French people in the team. You will not see more than 4. You will see your brothers and they will tell you Africa have not won World Cup. For the person saying I should remove religion, it means that you are mad. Because I cannot finish my topic without talking about religion. At this point in time, the fear of death has weakened the youths. The youths are so concerned of life, meaningless life. You are waiting for the next iPhone to come. Very soon, Big Brother will start. Very soon, they will create a diversional therapy. Now we have bunch of men who are cowards. What can I do? That is why if I open a debate and I say come for debate, they will not come. Because by giving you a brief history of the religion you are defending, shame will catch you. If you tell a child what killed the father, the child will run away from it. Common sense is not common. Show me a nation that knows their history, and I will show you a nation who is upright in their ways. Look at the way we are. Until we acknowledge where we are wrong, we must bring back history in our curriculum. To whom religion is given, common sense is taken away. If you don't know, I will explain the four arms of colonialism. One is democracy. I repeat, one of the arms of colonialism is democracy. Democracy. Because if democracy is actually democracy, it is majority against minority, right? Now, a country like Nigeria says that we don't want people that will be doing man to man and woman to woman by the masses. Some minority told us that we are stupid, that the minority wants man to man, woman to woman. And you call it democracy? They control the social media. If I say it one more time, they will bring me down. They control the social space. They control politics. They control the church. They control the finance sector. Everything. Why I don't get mad at young men defending Jesus is because I blame their parents and I blame their teachers. Thank you, Oluchi. When a people defy that which you hold sacred, the same group of people that told us that our pantheons are evil, the same group of people that told us that January 1 is the new year, and we accepted. How can you have a new year in a dry season? Newest Angel, I hope you know you are a moderator. Help me where it should. When do we start thinking? When do we become reasonable? The youth are far gone in their sleep. The youths are far gone in their sleep. Every day the youth are giving banter of jollof rice. Ghana versus Nigeria. The youth are so deep in their sleep. Nigerian jollof is better than Ghana jollof. You are trolling your fellow brother. They've succeeded in creating divide. Instead of you to channel your energy on the synergy of Africa, you are creating a minute divide. Nigerian music has taken over the world. South Africa don't know how to play music. Congo don't know how to do music. You are busy creating yourself sector by sector. It is to their own gain, because their greatest plot is divide and conquer. Obi-Wan, I greet you. Divide and conquer. They are about to do it again in Igbo land. They want to create a new state. And Nioma. That is when you hear Igbo people open their mouth and say that Nde Anambra is better than Nde Enugu. Nde Enugu is better than Nde Ebonyi. Nde Ebonyi or is better than Nde Imo. Instead of you to stand in one, they've divided us into minute entities. Igwebike. In Swahili we say Ubuntu. Igwebike. United we stand, divided we fall. Stop giving in to that divide. They will instill divide and conquer. Within Igbos, they will be dragging who is a favorite state. A state that was created the other day. For example, somebody from Isu's or local government should know of a town called Ikem. If you know Ikem in Isu's or local government, let me tell you something. That Ikem in Isu's or local government came from Nando. From a town called Nando. A village called Ikem, the same Ikem. The Ikem people from Nando migrated and went to Isu's or local government and stayed. So if you are now making banter that Anambra is better than Enugu, know you that that same Ikem originally migrated from this side. How Owere migrated to Orumba and become a Owere Zukala. We are all one brothers, one family, one blood. They are confusing you with their divide tactics. They are giving you everything in their power to divide you, divide you, divide you. I saw on social media Igala people fighting Igbo people fighting Igala people, Bini people fighting Igbo people, Enuani people fighting Igbo, Eka, not knowing you are one family. They instigated a divide. The Yorubas are seeing the Igbos as their forever enemy, not knowing you are from one family because of your poor knowledge of history. Not knowing. Our brother, bless his beautiful soul, Lucky Dube told you one people. They divided us in different entities so that they can incite hate. We are the ancient people. Anyi Bundibo. Whenever you see the United Nations instill a war, an uprising, any place they will come and mount their camp, there is a mineral resources there. Efizimolo, you see that same thing I'm talking. Nobody is the enemy of nobody. We are all detrimented. In fact, if you don't know, after the war, including all these people claiming not to be Igbos, today, they were still giving the same 20 pounds. Do you know why? In the original manuscript, they know they are Igbos. They succeeded in telling you that your state is better than my state. A state that was created by an outsider. with the intention if you keep pointing accusing fingers, when then will we get it right? One people, different colors. They even went as far as creating a new geographical notation that I've never had in geography, south-south, to confuse the country more. Please, is there anything like south-south in geography? Now the Zone man is seeing me as an enemy. A Kalabari brother is seeing me as an enemy. An Akwa Ibom person is seeing me as an enemy. Do you see their tactics? These people are super smart. When do we do it right? The worst thing that happened to us now is the people we are crowning kings in our land. With respect to our homeland, I will communicate in local parlance. Ifele na emem na ndai na echieze na ana ibu Igbo tata. Ifele na emem ndai na echieze ofeke na amara aka ndi na aka ebia ka anyị na-ekpunye okpu eze n'isi. Ofeke na amara aka ndi na aka ekpe ka ị na-ekpulu okpu eze mee onye isi ani. Onye owori onye eziokwu na-adọrọ n'ọnụ enyi obele 10,000 okwueri ọnụ. Ihe ọbụla m na-ekwu kịta atọrọ m ka ịtụgharị ya na-asụ oyibo. Ya bụrụ sọ ntị na-anụ Igbo na ihe m na-ekwu. Onye degoli ede ya ficha ya. Ya bụrụ sọ ntị onye na-anụ ife anyị na-ekwu na anụ ife anyị na-ekwu. Anyị jizi ndị bụ ndị ala wee melụ ndị ezulu. Ndị isi na-adọrọ mma na-amara ọdịnala. Ndị na-amara aka ndị na-aka ekpe. Nọ ya bụ igwe eziokwu a na-asị ya nso na ntị maka na gịnị? O nwere ike ịtụba dị alụ ọbụna atụrụ ime n'ala Igbo maka na o nwere ego chie nye eze. A wee welu mba na-adịrọ nsọ wee mele eze. Agbụrụ lụrụ alụ wee mele eze. Nene ka ba dị. Mmadụ ya eweta ọjị onye ị na-ene anya dịka okenye. Ọgọcha ọjị otie n'afọ a Jesu. Ọ dị nke o nwere aka tọgbuo ya ka ọ nwụrụ. Ruo ole mgbe ka nsọpụrụ Igbo ya awọ ife eti n'ọnọdụ ihele. Ife ọjọọ gba afọ ọbụla omenala. There are so many evil happening now. So many evil happening now. Is that not shameful when you want to ask questions? You pick your phone and call an elder in the village. He would know absolutely nothing to give you in response. ofeke eze na-achị obodo ofeke bụ eze. Kedu na ife ya eme ndị ana? Ịbụ eze nọlụ n'obodo. Every week ebunata ozu onye obodo bụ nwatakịrị ntolobịa. Ebunata ozu ndị ntolobịa be izọpụrụ ije jube ese. Kedu ife na-egbusisi ụmụaka m? If you don't know it today. It is part of your work as a king to ask questions on behalf of your subjects. Kedu ife melu ụmụaka m ji anwụ ọnwụ ifele? Jee cheke ndị niile ji ego wee golo eze n'ala Igbo. Cheke ka be ha dị kịta. Ada ebu ya obi ebu ya. Nke a dịkwala na ntị onye na-anụ ife anyị na-ekwu. What do we do? It is our job to create an enabling environment. Small money, incoming government will give you. You will go ahead, let them destroy all the deities, all the ancient landmark, all the totem trees. Agwalagnu kwa isi aju na ịga n'iru. Nwanchoncho check governor nyere isisi butu onye niile bụ okwu. Mana ofu ama ka na-ebulu unu tata. Ọma ntezi aka. Aja n'Igbo ya abụpụta unu n'ọnụ. The first thing I get make it up onye ọbụla bụ eze obodo. Iya analụ ụnọ. Aka ji ọfọ niile ya analụ ụnọ, including me na-ekwu okwu. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Onye ọbụla bụ eze ani ya analụ ụnọ. Aka ji ọfọ ọbụla ya analụ ụnọ. Oye bido n'isi mụnwa. Onye ọbụla na-achị anyị ya analụ ụnọ. If you don't want to come home, vacate the throne. A man chair through phone call. If you come home, that value will follow you home. That business will follow you home. I told myself, what is my problem? Why are you not home yet? Money. Why? Money. Why? You need a house. I told myself, it's better I go home. Kuabacha, bilinimie. I am coming home. A man said, "Ebakajo for Nolofa." It's a lie. It is high time we call a spade a spade. We must make sure we revive our land, restore peace. We must give it our best to restore the sanctity of our land. The greatest truth is when the truth touches including you. Oge lugo mgba ya ji choi bi mmiri ba no pi gbogoro. Kedu na ife ọ bụ dị abụ n'obodo nwa? Now, There is this type, this one I don't like talking about, the reason best known to me. But it's not wrong. Listen. There comes a time when we begin to say these words the way it is, without minding what will be the outcome. No matter what. Maazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ nwanne mmadụ ka ọ bụ. Ọ daro n'elu. Unu achọzina ka ọ dị perfect in everything. Agwagon muni ambosi asi, if you are expecting perfection from me, you are a fool. Because even you yourself, you are not perfect. Igbo bi Igbo. Ogwa mmadụ nwe ogodo ewu na-ata. You may not like his strategy. But one blow is a blow to everybody. Kerife Nnamdi Kanu ebe ọ nọ. Osia di ba deadly kunu si ekwu. Gwa m o nwere onye ugwu nke a, kedu nke onye ugwu nwa na-egbo ndị na-agba egbe akwụgharị. Negodu ka Igbo niile si rapụsịa ọ dịrị ka oru ka eji. At this point in time, everything I do comes with a season. I think this season now is season Operation Releasing Nnamdi Kanu. It is this time that we begin to raise standard. Hey, we'll go. Bagobe nenu jeni. Can you Cholili? Jen Kulu now. Why didn't you lick it since? Go ahead, please. See something you buy for yourself, oh yeah? I'm doing something important. You both are disturbing me. That's why I'm in the vehicle for how many hours now? Now, what am I trying to say? You may not understand what is going on. At this point in time, there is no Igbo man. Sorry to say this, so. Sorry to say this, I'm making reference, not a mockery. You see, if I hear this music from my brother, Flavor, that music, I see it as a mockery to me. The intent Flavor had for singing that music is pure and perfect. But whenever I hear that song and I look at the entirety of Igbo land, I see shame all over me. Kedonyebu, who are you? You are in a country where you don't have mouth. That music, Flavor Nabania sang it with piety. But whenever I hear that song, I begin to say that Nifani Neneko na Igbo is a nobody. I posted a video yesterday. No, people did not understand the video. Go and check my video yesterday. I posted a video where I was showing you a black dot. Separate black dot. After I posted that video, he turned the page and show you where that dot was connected like a web. Igwebike. People did not comment on that video because they did not understand. I don't care the enterprise you have in Igbo land. I don't care the enterprise you have in Nigeria. One policy, they will take it down. One policy. Go to Lagos, there is this policy against one of our own now. They told the young man that he would destabilize the $250 million business. One policy. Professor Chiko Obi sang a song and says, Etu nusi achue go chuano power. Imakwa onye Igbo. We are nobody. Show me an Igbo billionaire that one policy cannot make him poor. Show me. I'm giving you a challenge. Show me an Igbo billionaire that one policy cannot make him poor. Show me. If policy can hit our own Ibeto, who are you that policy cannot turn? Imaloye Ibeto. One policy rubbished the glory of Ibeto. Their plan buka woke nana. Nene fanyoba. Bobalum Guamu onye Igbo policy amambu. Ateze n'ugbo. Hey. Nke a gosi na ịbụ ụmụaka ịghọtara ya na-alụ. Biko, the energy you use in dragging people on Facebook, I want you to get a new direction. This is the new direction. This is the new direction. The new direction is turning that energy to something meaningful. The identity of Igbo people is at stake. I was at the airport. I was at the airport the other day. Na Tunzu. They came to arrest me. Na Tunzu. This I'm asking, I'm telling you, happened in Lagos. I was to board airpiece to Abuja on the 4th of April. Go and ask. Is it 4th of April or 4th of March? 4th of March. So they came to arrest me in Tunzu Airport. I draw the man. Why? I said what I'm doing is an eyesore. The second thing is that I will not board the plane. Then there are two things involved. I always say these things. Na man cinema go di ebube. Mbone ekwifa arobuna guni na dim na roma akulugo tonto yale asia. No fifa ka meji go sege man Dibia na eziokwu. Obuna plane na afenye na Lagos without me in Imia. Olu Abuja merebe Dibia. Ah nekozi. Mgbe nneko ye ni na agbalu sini na muni adi na ma abia agbalu mu osiale. Ka ya lewo m na n'iru ama. Nneko maka na onwere mgbe ihe eji tinye ya amansi ife a na-emewe di ebube. Nneko na-aba gbalu sini na muni adi eme befu ase itekwa n'olo mgbe eji ama odogwu. Nneko na-aba na-amacha na-enekwa anya na-amacha. Nneko na-aba tupu imalifa na-eme akwụsị plane sisi chelu edilelu flight for 30 minutes. US 3rd of April 3rd of March 2024. The only thing in the Queen defense is this. Open when I boys in an abiaba beluna baliamba. Osimba that there is a will ever for the already. Open when Ekene Maria Bela Balemba Simba, Makanam Boni Igbo or Nsiano Bruno, I can blame no Igbo melon. Over the rap with our J. Bube. Imagine night the mother 1,000, mob 100, no bueno, no do bueno, na tunzu, on what I say I poor, Macano saw some, if any be weba, yellow quameba, banu do bueno, cannot see an Igbo. If any bundo kenyeba, one quanya potano. So funwoke, but I say, me na chalonye ne sin don't do it. Nsi no ofife ka mejigosu na nwoke na ibi Arab okwu ọnụ. Nsi asije bụ onye nwe plane na plane a fenye ma baro n'ime. Plane a bụ awolu ntu before na elu ebe a na-eje. Mgbe ogugu si anọ nke ibu igwe na ịma ngwom na ana n'iru ama. Si na plane a fenye elu ebe a na-eje sisi na ọbụrụ m. Oneketa anya onye na-ekwu ụdị okwu a. Ọ sị na aya flag him as a terrorist. Nsi aso be it. Imana mbatali n'ime plane ka mbanye plane. Everybody no na line no. Left because plane ejureju. Left my row. Both front and back. Occupy like 3 row and 3 column in a plane. Maka gini. Maka na achọrọ ka fa na nwa dibia nọkọla ana. Mwe weluzi iwe wee kpasịa ogologo nzu n'anya. Ụdị nzu ya bụ ebe anyị na-afụ na Nollywood anya na-eyi egwu. Mweluzi amansi n'aba. Ngakata nne ga anyị etu nne ga na mkpụrụ anya. Amansi ka eji eme ọgwụ ọdịile ekwuru chọrọ ka ọ fụta. Ngakata mme ka etu mme home. Onye ọbụla na-eze m eze. Ihe nlutu ana efu ka esi butu olu m akpa ma nwere nsọ ka o meka isem maka na asem na plane na afenye no ye nwuru ọkụ n'enu amansi ka eji eme ọgwụ ọdị ebube ife anyị na-azụ na ama nwata ife anyị na-azọ eko ka kwuzi m dade eko gadire nsi onwe m jigwa nwa ihe eko akwa eko kada nsi onwe m enyi ha jigwa nwa iko wazia eko kada zi add spices ngakata nefo onya nya imago and ebu ma agwu m nakada mmepe mmeka onwe mmụọ nchepụta nsi abiko nwe nwa tichi dị aka onwere ekwela abịa m nso bịazie m nso na nwoke ewogo iwo nsi fi na-echele m anya ịmana onwe ebe ihe ka ogedezie isi onwe gị nna ijele gị gbazikwa nna ma too much ọ dịzi aka gị kodobezie ịgbaji ịfụ aka m ladị ngwu m niile ko izi n'enu ekwe m ntụpụ ekwe azụ na-amacha ife anyị na-azọ bụ identity mana unu ama nghọta mana nke bụ eziokwu bụ ikokwa n'aka nkịtị iko n'aka nkịtị iya amana ife ka ego obi iji eko maka mgbe a na-ekokwa mụ na odo n'igwugwu nọkwa adịkwa ama ewe ịghọta ngwongwo mana the truth is this once in a while it is actually needed. With packaging we can drive the right thing. With packaging. Can you find us? We are brandishing for the revival of our heritage. If I na zo bunkai, what an azon kia asino bo ajonwa. What an azon kia? Sometimes you people see me on social media, you think I enjoy talking. No. How many hours have I been here? For TikTok and Facebook, I've been about 2 hours. But I've been in this car for like 3 hours. And my engine is running, talking. If it does not fall in your ear today, it might fall in your ear tomorrow. Our identity is at stake. Our identity is at stake. Until the day I will know that Ohaneze Ndi Igbo is ready, is this. Number one, there is chapel. What you people call chapel? There is chapel in the airport now. There is mosque at the airport. There should be shrine at the airport too. If there is mosque and chapel in the airport, there should be a shrine in the airport. Now, we must not forget one thing, that no matter how rich you are in your private enterprise as an Igbo man, tomorrow you can become a nobody. I repeat, note this one down. Even if you are worth $100 billion as an Igbo man in this country, tomorrow you can become a nobody. Do you know why? One policy. Let me shock you. For those that are comfortable and saying that their individual achievement is enough, all of you that have mighty hotel, can swear ni Igbo. Uno liri na nkwali nini nwelo. Aputu tutu echi, asigi no fufo bubele chifa asisi enwezi no uno liri na nkwali. Emechie no boda nina. Uno liri na nkwali gi, akulie ya. Ebalaka. Obego gine cheche like this. It has not occurred to you. The time is ticking. The time is ticking. A policy is coming. There, couple of farmers bulugi. Hey, a policy is coming. The thing is this: we've created internal enemy for ourselves without even knowing. Our Yoruba brothers, you don't know your history. Igbo brothers, you don't know your history. Go and check your heritage and see your connection. If the South knows their connection with the East, sorry, if the West knows their connection with the East, the East, West, and the South, if you find the linkage that binded you, it will shock everybody. But due to partisan politics that have not helped Africa, that have not helped Nigeria, a policy is underway. It will hit us so hard. A policy is coming. It will hit us so hard. Hey. Now let me shock you. During Awamji festival, I'm asking you a question now. During Awamji festival, is there anything like public holiday? I'm asking the whole public. During Awamji, is there a public holidays? Do you know why? Kansuku ya ni Igbo ọzọ. Maka na unu nwa bụ ndị be anyị ejikọtabara ofu aka ọnụ nwa ofu mbọdụ ụbọchị anyị eji na-awa ji asị na a na-awa ji abalị na-atọ eziokwu na dị about 5 to 6 clan gbakọtala aka ọnụ na-azị Igbo kedu ka anyị si jikọta onwe anyị ọnụ iche na anyị akpọ gị mmadụ anyị eji aka anyị mee ofu onye eze gburugburu ọ bụrụgodu na ọ bụrụ aka ji ọfọ wọta Igbo nsoro anyị achọ ofu onye mee eze gburugburu anyị eji na-eje mba eze anyị eji tinye n'ikwupụtala anyị okwu n'ebe ndị ọchịchị nọ somebody kwukwala okwu dị mkpa mmadụ efego ego ewelu uche tinye na nga na ọ ya anọ na mkpọrọ ọnwa na-esi marakwa na o nwere obodo kacha efe ego ọkwa anyị nwa na-aka efe ego na a na-eme mmemme dịkwade dị na ịnụcha nwaanyị jee nga kedu onye anyị eji mere eze anyị ji eje mba maka na eji akwụ okwu na Igbo enwe eze Igbo enwe eze ka a na-eroteti onye nke abụrụcha onye nke abụrụ saịdị abụrụcha saịdị abụrụ edo oyi iyi gbaa ya ndụ were arụbụ na agụ dị iche iche gbaa ya ndụ ka e nwere onye eji melụ eze ndị Igbo gburugburu mmadụ dị etu a dị onye kwesịrị ntụkwasị obi onye maala aka nri na aka ekpe onye maala usoro ọdịnala onye ekwuchitenwela ya okwu akwazie ya mee ya eze onye ekwutela ya okwu ewele odo n'igugu niile anyị nwere kwakọọ ya maka na fa ya achọ ka ewele ajụfe gbuo ya ịmala ọgwụ ị nwere ije kwado ya onye ọbụla asatọ ọgwụ sanye ọkwụrụ ka nwoke akụọ mgbịrịmgba nwoke niile dị n'ala Igbo nwaanyị niile dị n'ala Igbo ịmalụ nke ije eme odogwu nke nweta ka anyị kwakọọ ofu onye a ka ọ bụrụ odogwu ịmalụ ihe eji mee ya odogwu ka anyị nwee eze anyị ji eje mba anyị enwebere onye anyị ji eje mba o nwekwa ike ọ bụla eze bụ eze already nwee ike ọ bụrụ ka ọ yala ịbụ na onwe ike ọ bụla a neutral personality na-asụkwa ife ọbụla ị na-ekwu na-asụ ibe anyị ka anyị nwee eze anyị ji eje mba ka anyị nwee eze eji eje mba ọ bụrụkwa ị na-ekwu ofeke ọ ya bụ ezije mba o welu Jizọs wee wụọ ọjị ọ bụrụ ife a ka m na-ekwu nze anyị asa ile godie na-arụbu na-agụ ọgba ndụ n'aja ana onye ọ ya bụ etite aka jụọ ya ife dị etu ọ dị etu a onye maala ekwu okwu nka anyị pịacha ya ọ bụrụ odogwu kwakọ ya ka esi akwakọ nwoke kwado ife niile nwoke ji ebi maka na ọ pụọ na mba na anyị achọ ka anwa nee ya apụtazịa asị oke onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo kwalụ na aba na mbọsị dị etu a na ya ewepụtago mbọsị dị etu a ka ọ bụrụ mbọsị anyị ji eme awam ji Igbo niile enwe one single date eji eme awam ji anata etu esi anata ịnọ n'obodo unu ọ na-ewu ewu one single day ma ọ bụ 3 days isu waji one single day olu awaji one single day idu awaji one single day agbaja awaji one single day Igbo adagwe, awaiji one single day. Ichegi etu amani mebi eno ya adị mma. Emeghị onwe Ibobo. Mgbe a na-awaji ka anyị enwe igwe okwu anyị ji akparịkọta ụka naanị n'asụsụ anyị wee na-atụ alo ihe dị imimi anyị eme ka Igbo wee dị mma. Anyị na-agbazi alụ ahụ onye ọbụla na-atụ ya okwu ọnụ. Ala. A na-atụ ya okwu ọnụ. Esi ọ na-ekwu ebe a? Ngwa anọ m na moto ebe a kalụ m. But I also for past 3 hours. Don't worry. My older sister na Balamumba, and fuel in the waste too much. Mobagotin. Man, chief to more my chief to. I know Kuzio, I know who. I know Kuzi, I not well. Where's you okay? The big no. Can't all go follow, can't all go follow. Wachante on your banner. Only cousin Melumbasa and Cinema Oluberum Bima Kuzi. No, your banana cho. Kedebe Ajana Iboni Ned. Mwekuzelun sin Ibonine. About Naintanina brofu. Nainta the idea about Akanese. Abulunese wakotala kono na Igbo. Isu dinia, agbaja dinia, idu dinia. I be se, mobi isi. Mana nwere ike ịgbakọta aka ọnụ jilu uche kwụnye onwe anyị n'ọkụ. Maka ndị na-asị ka atili m ego fuel, na account number m ka mmiri mma post. O metụta n'obi, mana achọrọ m ka o distract ya anyị na-eme. Achịkọta aka ọnụ nwee ofu ọnụ okwu si oke Igbo bụ ndị nogo n'ụwa more than billions of years. Ịchọta ebe anyị ncha sikọta ọnụ ya afịa arụ. Nya mere kedu ife anyị ji eme. Don't bother about ebe anyị si, focus on keka mkpa. Nlife nkwu. Don't bother about onye bụ isi, focus on ndị n'otu. Maka no ajọba onye bụ isi a ka nsogbu ji apụta. Ndị nwere akaụntụ na Facebook pino, ana m ekwu okwu ike nje dị ya drum. Don't bother about onye bụ isi. We can on our own kita regroup o. Nwe eza iji eje mba. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Even jine okwu nwa bụ na elu n'obodo ndị ugwu o nwere ovu onye ya bụ okwuru okwu onye ọbụla aba n'ime ụlọ. Nwaka ifu na ụmụnna anyị ndị Yoruba amaka ife. Fajilu uche tresigide. Wolu na-egekwe ntị o. Oni of Ife, blessed be his throne, is a young, vibrant man, very sensible and smart. You feel what I'm feeling? He studied estate management. Halfway you can talk, unmute yourself. Somebody on TikTok want to give a contribution. At the moment, one name.
All right. I will go my follower again.
Wait on again one name. Oh.
All right. 1,000. But you need a cohesion. And they will bring you about Caribbean. Not North Caribbean.
nation from Sahara Desert. It is true. I'm on Caribbean. I happen to be visiting Caribbean. And when that dust wave, that will be your truth. So secondly, cheap, you know that man. I want to ask that your major like research center or Igbo house or Hanese in Igbo house na Igbo. And when I head you have you thought of that? And when I head you
on your before Sikailo Jade na Facebook. That is our vision for Maazi Dibia Foundation.
Alright. So I was in Igbo house, Igbo research center, do you know that now one time on a Germany or not Germany? You're correct, but a German person on your chapter, I'm saying that now. German government will some millions of people can happen about telephone. The advertisement company can happen about no German. You understand? So we have to our rich people and young people have to come out. I put that may invest in it. May invest in it. So, but my main district will give me when that one is in the online office. Or I don't understand the
halfway. Come Nzagi he joloketa, eh?
My brother, I'd be again.
Negent, your people oba no now, eh? Onye putana agwa nwanne nke ọ mụtala. Nwanne ya na-eme anya asa onye ala. Ina n'okwu. Somebody on Facebook na confirm if you maka Germany. Saying it 100% accurate.
All right.
Now, mgbe m butere na-ekwu okwu research center. First of all, mgbe a na-ekwu na ndị Igbo si Israel, I gave my life for that teaching. If you've not listened to that teaching, go and search. I gave my life in that teaching to debunk na ndị Igbo si Israel. In anion na-ekwu. Mgbe m bido that teaching, many people wanted to behead me. Many people sent me message. No one can fire libum. Makokua. Mwebulu. Wejebe aguleri. Welueba na obu gad. Niru eze. Wenye nkuzi neba aburo obu gad. Nifa na obu gad. Now, halfway, unmute yourself. I want to ask you, do you know what it takes for a young man of my age? Umazem kaneto. Munyamo kadi undi munyam kadi young. To instead of adding very vibrant now that I've no comedy can name more than 1 million followers. Eh? But for me to give up what I'm doing. Na bali obodo di iche. When I made that teaching, I told them that na if na abu obu uga. I made a teaching about uga. What is uga? An error. Ugaka, ugachi, ugango no ugazi. An obu that have stood for errors. Now, after that teaching, many people considered me or Machalo Hancha. They did not do research. Oh. You know, our problem is that we don't like intellectual intercourse. Nobody stood up to do research. Okay? So, this Obu was being called Obu God, and they were quoting Exodus 46 as a reference point.
I watched one thing on Facebook, on YouTube about Obu God. I was like, no, not churches. Yeah, we mockery. It's a mockery. Igbo identity. Can you on that one on Israel 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 yeah we total lie. I see what they lie that's the issue.
Now, do you know why I'm saying this? After that teaching, when my life became a threat, so where is the security for our activists? Are you getting my point? Yes, Uzama, that's my account. Do you get my point now? When the death threat that made me to move my family from one place to another, different states, where was the security? I was the only security. Yeah, the people lead to the extent now what the only security bomona chim na robnago. Sometimes for of if I don't know here open no brother na somebody say mo paste your account number. Oh mkweli chekwe and drive out to Flint station. Well tight and offering him water from where? But you can't thank him. I know kweli kwa.
Yes,
now the places there are some places I question no name full research now. I don't want to be saying it on camera again because some part of our land question kind no name archaeological research. Ngwaneni fe gupte ni buku na Lagos kodo.
Imagine.
Go to Facebook and watch my teaching. I am of a proof in my research work that that pot is not an artifact pot. That pot is a scientific pot. Philip Emagwali drew from that pot. Are you listening? There is something we call DNA resequencing. I'm basing my research work on that pot. Cymatic frequency, so chromosome solenoid, on what was exhumed from the Ibuku. Imagine if chromosome solenoid was known to the Igbos as at 6000 BC, and the Europeans as a whole is only finding it in 1976. Don't you know that something about our ancestors is different? Pick up your phone, check. Chromosome solenoid is only known to the Europeans in 1976. Ndibo a chromosome solenoid as at 6000 BC or more. Tobuya. Don't you know that what they told you that we are not literate is a lie?
And then we go tell you about Israel. You might not always see they claim we're gonna hash from Israel. They want another island on the Pacific Ocean and at all. Island that kind of Bikini Island. That island will Bikini wine if you do your you got that now. They Bikini they remove them. What that how they so that now they direct descendant of Israel. You got to the and I claim how Israel.
My brother, it's only a fool. Are you listening? It's only a fool that is taking the Bible as a reference point of history. Because even the Bible told you, Galatians chapter 4, verse 24, that everything you are reading is an allegory, a story with hidden meaning. My brother, when I prove to them in my Facebook page that there is nothing called Israel but a people called Syria, none of them could come up to defend. I gave them an open room for debate, even staked 1 million naira. Nobody could defend it.
And how recent is Zionist and on the Middle East? It's just of recent.
So
when you Adolf Hitler married on the wake of Eve of which year? You watch at that time all day Jewish people in Germany. They were only they were rich, they were the ones controlling the economy. It only takes one madman, one mad leader, one policy.
My brother, as I speak to you today, let me drop hints for you. As I speak to you in the world today, I don't care how rich you are. If the policy unfavors you, you become zero.
Exactly.
Let me shock you. You know, Bitcoin is a promising business, right? It's a very lucrative business. Do you know if they make a policy against it, it will become zero?
Just take one policy, don't take your full policy.
So what am I trying to say? Your individual gains will not help when the time comes.
Collectiveness.
But collective effort, the Ubuntu, the Igwebike structure, is the only salvation we have. Now, what am I trying to say, my brother? Igbo people, if you've not read the book of Catherine Acholonu, the book he titled They Lived Before Adam. If you've not read that book, your name is sorry. Then, the only thing I will say for sure is this. We are being educated, we are not knowledgeable.
You said the truth.
It's easy to be educated, but it's very, very difficult to be knowledgeable. See, education is not the key. Education is programming. Garbage in, garbage out. But knowledge,
One of your program on list, you said that in Nigeria, I'm going to be categorized to Nigeria on the. So one Gambia said maybe this guy you paid out of Nigeria more than it. Nandi we need university. I need the whole technical institutes.
we don't need university in Nigeria now. I say it without apology.
100%. Listen, take Abuja. Once you go, even Caribbean with chains of islands. You understand? Agalam chains of islands. So these people in Wiki, their policies down with 24 hours light, steady electricity, their human rights, they unsteady, they steady. They go to government. But these people in Wiki, most of them now run a bank. I will get university students. They now run offices when they go to secondary school and they have technical institutes. Only few within Aga University, which is their nurses and doctors, and I know no go down. I be try him with that strategic thing, but he also had the reason it's not about education, but the government they make carry this program to enlighten the people, inform the people. You understand? Educate, but may have the enlightenment of what is going on in the world.
My brother, if I want to get you educated, this is what I will do. There is a set of program which I will call curriculum. Are you listening? So I'll bring this curriculum and feed you into this curriculum. So you are only educated between the borders of the curriculum. Okay? Now, but knowledge is outside this thing they are telling you. For example, I told you people that there is an analogy I will always make. The difference between understanding, understanding, overstanding. Now, if I say, do you understand this? Understanding is Chobi heading Obulo under. Uzama, I received the 5,000 you sent me. Thank you. To understand this, I'm asking you to do what? Find what is under this cap, Abi. Understanding. But if I ask you to understand it, I'm asking you to look beyond what is under this cap. Look inside this cap. I want to understand what is hidden. The working principle, the modus operandi. Understanding. Immediately you understand, you overstand the guzosie you to overstand it. All these things are English word. They only gave us understanding. But check it, understanding is an English word. When you understand, you then... Oh, you don't know? Oh, after understanding, the next level is understand. When you understand, you overstand. After overstanding, you become outstanding. Who is an outstanding person? An outstanding person is someone who does not just understand, but have understood. Do you get my point? So what I'm trying to say, everybody, is this. Understanding is just to garbage in and garbage out. Understanding is education. Understanding is knowledge. Understanding is, this is a cap. I understand it's a cap. It's a cap. But understand why, what made this cap? I begin to look at the texture, the material, the wool, the ivory, the making, the formation. That is why we are half-baked engineers. Engineers that repair but does not invent. What do? We have to re-strategize for our land. We are in trouble. The problem is that you don't know you are in trouble. The update is casting one after the other. The greatest spell is the church. The greatest spell is the church. Hate me for what you care. The day I explained the etymology of the word church, I told you it's a slave master's house. Many people came against me. Even many people wanted to kill me. No problem. Stupidly, they told you that the word church is from the word ecclesia, and you accepted. But if you look into their old etymology, you find out that the word church is actually from the word kuriakon. Slave master's house. That is why if you hear, thus says the Lord. Thus says the Lord. They are not talking of Chuku. The Lord is the owner of the slave. Thus says the Lord. King James, a homosexual who hates women so much that he killed his mother, is giving you a version of the word of God. In our community group, someone said that there is an ongoing war against the church. I said no. There is no war against the church. It's just that the time has come for their lie to go. These things I'm saying, mind you, my life is at stake. I always tell you people, I may not live long like you people wish, but I don't care. If I live long, so be it. See, the way you understand is, any day you begin to doubt everything, deeper insight will be revealed unto you. They've made you too comfortable. to my teaching on etymology. After listening to that teaching, you will have sense. Search on Facebook, etymology, the origin of everything. Do you know that the word etymology, the etymology of the word etymology is Ethiopia? I said it in that video, meaning that the origin of everything is in motherland. Here, the black nation. And that's why when they show you a picture of Horus or Heru, the one you people call Jesus, you are shedding tears saying, is it true? And I told you that his name is not Jesus, is Horus, our own deified deity, born of immaculate conception. It is still in this live stream. I taught you people of what we call parthenogenesis. A situation whereby a woman can conceive without a man touching her. It happens once in 1,000 years, 5,000 years. Kedun cousin name balloon. Kedu ife na ekwu bero. Ife a na-eze ekwu na ekwu gomie at the detriment of my own. Just know this and know this. The church is not a small enterprise. The church is not a small enterprise. So, the war against the church is a deadly affair. It's a deadly affair. So, that is why all the time I tell you people, utilize my time here. I don't know. If I'm to stay long, I don't know. If I'm not to stay long, I don't know. But do you know that everything you think is a truth is actually a plain lie? Everything they revealed to you as truth. The first lie in Africa is when they taught you 1, 2, 3, and they did not tell you that numbering system started from 0. That is the first place our mathematicians begin to have problem. They told us that 0 is nothing. So from nursery school, from pre-nursery, they are teaching you 1, 2, 3, 4. They did not teach you 0. Oh, you don't know that numbering system started from 0. The number that owns everything. Zero, the emptiness of fullness, the silence of noise. The vacuum in space, the nothingness of abundance. Zero. Efu. That is why when Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari called us a dot nation, I said he doesn't even know what he said with his mouth. Dot. Every written word started with a dot. Do you know this? Everything written on earth started with zero, with dot. Pim. Immediately your pen hits the paper, there is a dot. You are indirectly telling us that we are relevant in all things. Then you, Nibo Sinoni Wene Wara, Kalo Bualo Kojiaga. If you cannot find the ancient ways, the thing that made us who we are, Kansokwe ni Ibozo, you need the rogo, where long way. Kedi high game where long way. Kai long wine and Kai Nina Obego Obega in a use, Kedonian wear. Nkai jeme ekwenti kedu ndi nwe ini drogo onyonyo nke ni ndi South Africa wete ona ya menwe nkai kai wele ego na akpa ime nkai igwe bi ike nkai adịla anyị. Ịchọ ịbụ ụgbọala, chọọ ịbụ ụgbọelu, ịba nke gị, ịzọba nke gị, na-adị ka ibe na-agụ akwa. Ndị isi ojii nọ na ana America nwere ife famelo. Black enterprise. They boycotted white enterprise. Ihe bidogo di ikwete na nna gị ochie nwere ụlọ ọba. Bifo ife nna gị ochie nwere baali ya ụlọ. Nyamelu nji wepụta oke kuzielu na ife bụ yawe. Gonu na wa yawe bụ afọ alụsị ndị Kenan ji wee mee odogwu. Mgbe ife sizili ike achọ ka ya wee nyela ya aka. Arụbụ na agụ niile nọ na Igbo gwa unu na ọ nọkwanụ bifo ya wee bịa ọgba unu nkịtị na-ene na anyị. Okwukwa ka m na-ekwu iwelu uche gbakọ wepụ. Ada arapụ isi aka agba oriọm. Ada arapụ isi aka. Ọ dịbe ndị na-agụ ndị ọ na-adịrọ befe akwa. What is your identity? Kedu ejirimara gị? Kedu ejirimara gị? Gị bụ onye Igbo. Nile obi bịa n'iru akwụkwọ. Na-ekwu na ọ bụrụ by force ịkụziri nwa gị Igbo. Ewu Kambia. Ewu Kambia. Gị bụ onye Igbo. Agwala m unu na mgbe na-abịa ịma na ewu ka ị bụ. Remi Martin anyị na-ego ofu bottle 75,000. Mana nkwọcha ije igo mmadụ kegi nkwọcha ọ sị gị kegi nkwọcha 5,000 ịbabali ya mba. Mana ije igo Remi Martin na-eko champagne Dom Pignon Moet Ciroc mgbe na-abịa ịmalụ na onye awere ike agba ikwechiri mmanya ngwa adịba anyị itedobie ike. Ị na-aṅụ mmanya ngwa iwere ya na-eko omedebe gị ifele. Imana nke ni na anwụ bụ ihe ya egbu gị mana nke adịba kedu ndị bịa n'obi m kedu ndị bịa n'obi m ife ni na anwụrụ ebe a bụ mmanya ngwọ nwere onye nwụrụ mmanya bịala abịa jụọ ese ife ni na bịalụ n'obi m from 8th of April till 9th of April so mmanya ngwọ ka a na-anwụ ejelu m Enugu jee tee nkwụ bulujuo nkwụ na moto nata anyị nwụgide mmanya ojuo onye ọbụla afọ na-egbu onye ọbụla nke bịala abịa na akala unu mma ife bụ onye Igbo ya na-eko na ọ na-anwụ henesi anyị amabere ife. The problem is that nke bịala abịa na akala anyị mma ngwa kedu ka esi eme ka mmanya ihe dịka ụmụ henesi a ka nwelu ihe dịka Remy Martin kedu ka esi eme ọkwa iwelu mmanya ọgba ụka the number of years ọ gbara ụka ka o ji egbusi ike ka iwelu nụ mmanya ngwọ menie ka ọ gba ụka lụọnụ m research center ka ngosi unu na iku na-akpọcha 18 years na ihe emenwu ya Dibia ọbụla si gị na chi gị si gị weta bia si ya na onye ori ka ọ bụ na agwụ gị na-eri bia onye ori nke na-ego ọ ji go bụ oke isi si gị ekwụna ka ife ike mee anyị ndụ anyị adị ka ọjị ni na-eto enu sekwana ka egbutu anyị n'ike ilo ya abịa si ya abịa mana ọnụ ọ na-abụ mmadụ bụ ya kedu ife anyị nwere ike ime ọnwa anyị ka anyị zọbanụ nke anyị ka anyị zọbanụ nke anyị zọba nke gị zọba nke gị zọba nke gị ejirimara ndị Igbo na-anazi ana ịmalụ na isi ma o nwelu brand mmanya isi ma nọkata cheta nsi research center ime ịwa ọkwa ọ bụ na ife research center dị kịta agwọkọ natural ọ bụrụkwa nke natural ngwa ka ntọọlụ n'ofu alụ maka ndị na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe Ifeanyị Chukwu ịchọ isi m udo ozi a izie m ya na asụ Igbo ka anyị na-enwekere na ife nzuzo ịchọ izi m ozi dị aṅa izie m ya na asụ Igbo were akpa ala okwu wee zie m ozi were akpa ala okwu wee gwa m okwu since iji zọba nwere onwe iwu gị n'afa jụọ ma ọ dịkwa ma ndụ ọ dịkwa ilogole wuo ya n'ugiri wuo ya na ayọrọ jụọ ma ndụ ọ dịkwa mgbe Ifeanyị Chukwu adị m ewe iwo people will not understand why the message of emancipation is going on. Before ikwuba okwu nwere onwe ka nwere ife ede na akwụkwọ ndị ụka wee kụziere gị ife nje eji akụziri unu ife bụ n'ebe a ka anyị ncha si bupụta isi batrị anyị. Jeremiah 29 from verses 1 to 10 jee gụọ ya. Bible Chineke ndị Chukwu ndị Bible wee sị Jeremiah jee ka ịgwalụ m ụmụ Israel na nwere ọnwa afa na-eti na vaya enwe na ntaramahụhụ afa bịalụ na Babylon na vaya anya ara 70 70 years. You need to go jụọ ya se n'ugiri uche ka m ji atụpụrụ okwu ka ịma ma oge erugo maka na ọ bụ na ife eji ọgwụ anụta $1 billion ka Ojukwu wetalụ anyị aka ịnụta ya n'ọgwụ mana mebi na aja na Igbo na-ewela anyị iwe anyị edozighị aja na anyị akpụga alụ n'isi Igbo chịkọta aka ọnụ kpụọ alụ anyị ajụga ese anyị edozighị ụmụada ndị elelele anyị akwaga na dozie ndị ichie ndị egburu egbu maka na anaghị bụ ana dị nsọ ọ bụrụ ife eji agụ anụta ka eji eme na be anyị dị iche o nwere ike ife na-atụbara bụ ife ji ndị be anyị ọ bụ na ọgwụ ka eji anụta ya odi na mbọ gị bụ ndị eli oro dị bụrụ ichi ntị eto ọbala wee doo anya eto ọsọ okwu ekwusi nwụọ iyi ijuga ese ịmara ife me ndị gboo na-eje ọgwụ ogidi anọlụ n'iru mana ife ma eji eje ọgwụ ogidi anọ n'iru ndị gboo na-eje ọgwụ ogidi anọ n'iru maka na gịnị nji ka anyị ji anụ ọgwụ mmeche nsu nje nene fim ụmụnna anyị mere anyị Jagun by Femi Adebayo. Watch the movie, you will learn one or two. The greatest man ewola iwe ba ajani. Obosi buru Igbo ya de la na-ele anyị na-elezi ana ajana na-ewe iwo obosi buru Igbo onwe ọtụtụ ife anyị na-ada emego anyị na-emezi what if na ebe a ka nsogbu anyị si bido SK Marine kedu ife anyị ji eme agwa m na o nwere ife dị iche na ntọ na ana na alụsị aja ana karịrị alụsị. I've said it in the other video. The difference between ordinance and deity. Ogugu is not a deity. Ogugu is an ordinance. In the day I was teaching about Easter, I told you people the disparity between ordinance and the deity. The ordinance in charge of fertility is Ogugu, but the deity in charge of fertility is akwali omumu. Ntani. Ajan is not a deity. Ajan is beyond the deity. Ajan is a principle, is an ordinance. I made a teaching about it. In that teaching, I explained the deeper meaning of Exodus 25. Kedebo gidi ndi Igbo ni. Kedebi isio gidi aide. Keda robuna agwa anyị nwekọtala ọnụ. There's one thing anyị nwekọtala ọnụ dịka ndị Igbo. Ajani. And we are so naive that the whole churches that came to our land is interested in where the Ajani is. Ogugu is an ordinance. What is an ordinance? Ordinance before if every is a standard upon which every other principle was built upon. I made a teaching on Facebook about it. Ogugu abralusi ogugu bonto nikob. Just like in Milina, Mila abralusi, Mili buntani. These things are ordinances, the principles that governs the earth. Anyangu abralusi, anyangu buntani. Do you understand my point now? These are part of creation, yes. It is one of the aspects of Onetalowa. I made a teaching about Onetalowa. That you know is actually Onetalowa. That is the full name. Anyangu, ife na enyi ife. The whole celestial body that gives light. Miri, Ajani, including Okute Nine, and the Ikuku. All these things are Antani. They are not deity. Okay? So what do we do on Netalowa? Because even the ancient Egyptians gave credit to us. Do you know the deity? Do you know the principle called Neta in Egypt? Neteru. Neteru, the full name is from the word on Netal. That is why, because they don't pronounce a vowel sound that starts a statement. Okay? That is why when we say Ora, they call it Ra, meaning the sun. Ora. Orokala. Ijitora. The first language spoken on earth is Alpha language. The 16 constellations of all things. The 16 manifestations of all things. That is why when things are... There was somebody I was telling something and says, the person asked me, where is your source of information? I said, the source of my information is from the Akashic record. The person said, where is the Akashic record? I said, as far as there is sunlight every day on earth, the sun takes note of everything done on earth. That is what modern science is calling cloud computing. Where are my tech guys? Where are you? Cloud computing. How do we store information in the cloud? It's by utilizing the polarity of the atmosphere, the north and south. There is a force field there. From the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn, there is a force field which can give us positive or negative energy. And since there is polarity, there is evidence for storage. Nyadeba. Hey. Ndi ba mari fefa nwe. Mana ya deba. The funniest thing is that if I die today, someone worse than me will come. So killing me is not the solution. Someone more deadly will arise. When I mean worse, the black people talk things in paradox. So silencing me is just adding salt to the injury. Because only cause I have imagine someone more deadly than me. Hey. The truth is this: we must continue to look deep. It is not by mistake that we are in the East, the Grand Rising. A research center is all I beg. I know Igbo guys in this forum that spend $20,000 in a night in a club. Why not you give us that money? Why don't you give us that money? See, the truth is this: the ancestors are reincarnating. This is Ogang. Watch your children. Igbo community in USA, I'm giving you a challenge. I shouldn't say this, but I'm saying this now. Igbo community in USA, you've supported a good project which to you is favorable. I applaud you for that. I clap for you. You've invested 1.8 billion in the church. I'm giving you a challenge, Igbo community in USA. Don't give me 1.8 billion. Give me 500 million. Give me 5 years. Check me and the person that you gave 1.8 billion. If I don't bring a change in this land, if I don't bring the youth to a level that will wow you, if I don't make the youth to behave like the Indians, burn me alive. Everything is going digital, cloud computing, JavaScript. Everything is going digital. Application software. The owner of Candy Crush can never go hungry again. Candy Crush. I'm only asking you people, is a challenge. Because if I know if I have 500 million, if I have 500 million, I can borrow money more. Imagine me investing 500 million in Africa and seeking them extra 1 billion in them. As a young man, I say this, you people think I'm joking. I've invested what will build a good house for me in these things in them. Every day I keep shouting. In a month, how much I spent only for fuel. You know, once I'm saying some history, you think I just woke up and I'll just... Sometimes, for example now, like my next travel now, where I'm going now, you don't know how I am funding myself. You don't know. The truth is, you people are not even seeing what is happening. Oduifa, the Ifa couples, is now practiced as a course in Harvard. Oduifa, etu esi agba afa. The Yorubas have exalted the Ifa couples so high that Harvard employed the Ifa couples. Onye kwa obia mkpokolo. What are we doing? If I am twerking, you people must have bought me 3 or 4 motos. Every day I'm begging. Na motor na akpuzi mi isi. What do I use it for? Not for my personal glory. Walking about for research. Every day I'm buy a motor. Not that on my own I cannot buy it. But I get my handles. If I'm a twerker now, when I keep Google tia leather, can we na boyke? We don't like good things. For myself, I promised myself. The time frame unyalo nwe melugo. Njecho ezigbo tia leather golu. Na anya no wabu ofumbia. Kata ma wole mego mejime project na emia. Yes, now because nke every day kick and start moto akwuba m n'ezi obego. Ka nkwelo onwe m ugwu. We don't even know what we are doing. Omolo tribe. A friend of mine is not from our tribe. Awesome that no bono ndi befa. Mweli ifa inwe. Nyadiba. Individual gains. You may not like me. Sometimes I am brutal. Because Nejiro mbele mako unoko. Hate me for now, but later we are chum Nabia. We've slept for so long. Keep on building skyscrapers in a faraway land. Let our land be like a laughing stock. Keep on building islands. But even a millionaire alone. But even a millionaire alone. Mbwana abia. Okwa nwanna anyị nwoke gbochili mmiri ka asia. Ya rapụzia mmiri. That day ki ya water na ala abụghị otu. One policy is coming, a new policy. It will hit us hard. One policy is coming, it will hit us hard. We've wasted our time so much on irrelevancies. I am begging you people, let's begin to do teletoons and cartoons with Igbo language. Kaina akona ako di omimi. Kai wala aswa na akuzulu ma ihe di omimi. Instead of Igbo cartoon, kedemo nka na nka bebe fin. Kai na ego nkai. Anama ayu na ega ga-ejimie. Anama ayu no research center. Kai mebe no something for our own. This is our brother Maazi Okoro translated Igbo language to physics. People are now asking him for the copyright policy because he's not a physicist. Instead of to back him, you are talking about copyright no totwa. No totwa. Imokona fu ife kubi aloba o copyright ki na ekwu okwu ekita nwatakiri anokata no chepute ka enweke na physics ni Igbo. Asimi eni de odi ready ya bia ka ngwu ya na chemistry bo field m ka ngwu ya ka yesi meta chemistry ni Igbo. Ibi ikwu okwu copyright. Onye obuna o kopule ewe ni iwo. Ama kwa mifi na ekwu bụ ezie mana oburu ya ka bia ikwu kita. Nkuzielu gị chemistry ni Igbo ifu na ọ dị mfe. Azwanuka, please do more. Only if I marry Linda Nabai. I was go kebi na cousin kebid. Nsibid ekwesikana cousin sibid. So many people will come in my inbox. Maazi, where did you study? You stop asking me. The one that have is me of my age. They don't ask tire. When they learn that I'm 40 years, they will run. Now you sabi. The time is now. We have to do something for our heritage. Nakwe kai na nida. Nakwe kai na nida. Nakwe kai na nida. Yeah, I'm listening, Ganiru.
Just only use her because I know I use. Ashake Amaya. Oga, you raise idioms. Manina won't be Yoruba Gabia. Why you are one thing guy like you? Why get it? So, I want a research institute. Or if to me, guys, or what did he get me? Or what did he see me? Ask people. You open like this guy name him. This guy name Johnson. Or no old school. When you came to school and they use, or you buy your own land. If the people can contribute, if you start giving the berry, because all the hard Kuziro Kenya, all the hard Kuziro Kenya. If it's not your passion, you can grow from there.
Halfway, wait on again, on Facebook, and I get into.
I don't say that, you know,
really curious. Kebido Belena Kuziana Wata.
Yes, and you go and Chokwara Imede Research Institute. You can start small. Then when you get your one plot of land, one plot of land again, but you ask people
halfway.
Then when you get
halfway na no kum.
Half one year. Matthias a plot of land in Oka or Nelu. Yeah? I'm listening.
Now, Ichelo that na there are three people. There are three people. There are three people that actualize a project. Nani neku.
Right.
Number one people is the generators. Number two are the operators. The third persons are the destroyers. God. Eche kwa nani ya from na classroom. Inanokum. Eche kwa nani ya from na classroom. Mbwina kwesere from. The thing is this is what I envision to do. Do you understand that statement? My job is to bring about no boss of all bosses, teach to the lead, and the lead will teach to the grassroots.
Okay.
My job now, Mbia, I get a group of young teachers, the vibrant, that is committed to the field. There will be under salary. It will not be a charity work. Oh. Do you get my point? Now, my job is to break it down to them. Then they will now take it down to grassroots in different paraphernalia. Do you get my point now? Because he talk as also may 6 months on the stress will kill me. So bring a team of teachers, give them the information. They go to their fields, na the research center, na Akuzi. And then was it weekly appraisal or monthly appraisal? The teachers will come for summit, update for themselves. Everybody is a teacher, but also a student. You want to go the thing now? Now, like he in Eku now. He in Eku now. Why do we need a research center? If I am to run a school, watch the way I want it. I wanted to run Project 1000. We went with 2000 sewing machine last year. As I speak to you now, I am going to go about 6 sewing machines. Nobody. Now just come. Can you find a member that 2000 sewing machine? Also, Chene, if you talk and make on major UK, can you not obelego? Now, what's my idea about that 2000 sewing machine? Guy, give me 2000 sewing machine. And I will empower 2000 youth instantly from now till 1 year. In 1 year, I will make 2000 sewing machine capable tailors. No, I'm not the one to teach. I've made arrangement with guys in Aba. That was why I traveled to Aba again last week or last 2 weeks to finalize the agreement. Machine agreement. People that I will pay for the mentorship. Now, imagine if these persons I will pay for the first team, we train 1,000 experts, 2,000 experts now. Do I need them again? I only need like 2 of them or 1 to be like a visiting professor. Nyabena update so that the 1,000 will become experts to the parents minimum. Then this 1,000, Hame free, I upgrade Kuziela another 2,000. So each new year we are releasing 2,000 experts. Cambodia made $30 billion through sewing. Akwaka Cambodia jikwata $30 billion. In even kunna.
Because of international this thing, I am proud that Louis Mandana Abia today. Which is here Libo Gemeli. Which is here Libo Gemeli. Ariara Gemeli.
My brother, Ijaba, if on agu when the ordinary. These boys can sew anything you can think of. Guy, this guy is a Maazi. Get research center up if I gemeli. Maazi, just get a research center. Happens if I gemeli. One them if I wanted to make money, I would have been a very big pastor. I would make so much money. Manaba yada like Ezioku. Ebumi enile. Enwem the face. Inyi suit nga amama. Amala ma so yibo. Rabobu amala ma emie. Oku wani nefa na ekwu. Aka mfamalo di ase. Mana ina agwa ndị ba ya eziokwu. O si na ntị nke aba. Si na ntị nke apụ. Mgbe na-abịa, unu ya acha eziokwu amasị afụkwana ya.
So because of the social engineering in our people, they much more. Although na youth they wake up now. Now it push back those lies, but our people if you talk to like if you were like if we could about Dibia na people say how could that new Dibia how can I saw that for no reason. So it's about the social engineer. So at times you have to take it a little bit patient, easy with them. But what I'm saying, and I'm still saying this, bido small. Obere. So okay, they got a plot of land, and this is our address. Let's start small here. Trust me, you will grow. If you do, and you go around, you preach, and the way all people I respect that man a lot. You want to get some of the things on you want to get the idea, people are getting it there. But what the man did was grand work. You understand? People reaching out to the communities. Even when the man be as well, getting them, UK, Malata Nigeria. You're borrowing here no more. Lata na Benia. You know what?
As a Jindo Abase, Adama Furugi, sort your network and come back. Nan manini, kuna ganiru.
You're Ghana. You're going to boy state. You're Ghana boy state. You're going to Asumri. You're Ghana Asumri. You're not getting that. So what I'm saying is, if you start small, you can actually reach out. If I'm not talking, they said she come guy, and they reach out through crusade. They reach out, you preach to people. You preach to people. You use and they use the tactics. And you use the tactics and reach out to them. To me, that's the way I feel. It's an opinion. Yeah,
No, I got your opinion. I got your opinion, but let me tell you how far we've gone. We are a team. You may be seeing my face. It's an awesome. We are a team. In our research center, we have a consultant medical doctor Bonibo that is in Saudi Arabia currently practicing. He told me, Maazi, any day we have a green light in the research center, I am willing to come home and contribute my quota. Halfway, personal funds, bagoni fan really. Obekatampe 60 million. In anion neku. One day, the greatest thing the expensive no by awareness. That's why in every company, marketing department, their budget na the high. Just weluche watana since I'm not gonna since in Bidozioma 1 hour before Bidozioma and on Nimemotum. My car now was 1 hour from that time till now.
My brother, and you have now he with you. Mana email have you hear people now reach here all these politicians I can use tactics he can use their tactics because some tactics in the Christians like how they use the church like how they use they come down to the people where part of those villages people now market you preach to them give about people I am marking that people not even villages and when I start there and change you can you teach and they follow about sorry, they make kidnapping working. Have those villages. You understand? Those rural because I'm an bank. Have you thought of that? Say, okay, let me assemble a team. I never go to name these villages. That is what Nanikan did.
Halfway.
Social media,
Halfway.
I'm listening.
Can you get run down of Wetuosiaga? Gather a team of 4 boys. Just be pressing calculator on your head now. The minimum salary you pay them is 70,000 now. Any human being any less than that, not powerful. In onion neku 70,000. Then in that 70,000 times 4 of them, 280,000. The minimum amount of fuel to be spent in a month for such movement 400,000. 400. What am I even saying? I just quote 400,000 to please your ear. 400 plus 280, 680,000. You leave 1 motor for them. In a real neku, My brother, on whatever is Ijebo on the chatting so, Imamba in a job to obodo. Joining the up, among me, they follow for long. One ne job to obodo. You may go then not to Bafu. In Jabaju for lab 70,000. Uncle na fee set on Bajo 70,000. After one day, Mpute another 70,000. Which means unknowingly, now about 70,000 when a job to obodo. In 1 month, 2.1 million. My brother, I'm coming to and the Maazi, Onya na da chantonto. Munia na talk ebuo should not be moving about every time. Even my team is against me traveling every time. Halfway, ever eaten in no, agafegomeba. We've done past that now. Now, what made us to, what halted our radio station launching this January? License. You cannot play another person's music on air without official license. Okwe kaino. Okwe go jai. Halfway. December alone. For the journey we made, here Balufu about 1,370,000. Only December. Joel send this home 1,370,000. Did I tell anybody to give me 1 naira? No. I funded it from myself. You can't just walk out.
Maazi, you don't drink.
Yeah, that one them. Kada muni ane kwoku. Azwano, I think this is your. Hold on, before fortune before you could be when you were. Nemolora, I don't know if you are here. Nemolora, are you here? For those persons saying we need a radio station, we got every equipment ready for our radio station. License is our problem. Okay, Azwanuk, I think you should comment before fortune. Can I make chronologically? Dalo one them. Ajabali. Dalo.
My life in learning in CBD. And in CBD, if I know you know about the CBD with the first written language of our Igbo ancestors, how my symbols, my vowels and alphabets, and they dedicate like almost half of my life learning. Even up to
Azwanuk, raise your voice in the Facebook.
I've been able to. Okay, so like up till now, like as I'm talking to you now, I dedicate half my life in learning this language. So like I was aspiring to write a book, like everything about CBD, learning the language and everything. Because most of the time when I write and post online and everything, people think it's Chinese, but not because now the Chinese they deal with their own ancestry. How the Chinese can write in symbols and write in Chinese. So every time then CBD, people are not not Chinese, but couple of Chinese. You are talking couple of Chinese. Here in CBD, here our Igbo, the first writing, in fact, the first writing recorded in history.
Azwanuka, they are begging you to speak louder. Facebook cannot hear you well. Please. Add more volume. Oh?
So, okay, now, so, you know about CBD and I went into medicine, alchemy, and everything, but Mama, dedicate my even in school. even this when you open a try more other languages, English, French, Spanish, more. I read Igbo language in school. You know, Igbo language, dedicate my life to Igbo language. So CBD was something dedicated to my life to. Dedicated my life to CBD. I've been learning for years and years and years. And right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm aspiring to writing just like that. Our brothers were there, were translated a book in Igbo language about physics. But I can see me actually translating every single word, every single English word or Igbo word, whatever. I want to translate it to the CBD. Go to the symbols because in CBD were different aspects. Them were symbols, them were vowels, them were alphabets of CBD. So this is what I want to do. But at the end of the day, it's very disappointing that every time I come up with something or post or something online, people always say that this looks like Chinese. What happens to our own thing? This is our own thing. How they do Chinese? Because now the Chinese people had it in their own heritage, had it in their own symbols. They write with it, and it's global now. But for us, in CBD will our own. This is the first. I don't know what you give for them, but anybody that give me message, your own design. CBD will the first written language, the first written symbols. You want to go? So like this is me, and at Maazi, I've been following you all the way from Facebook since 2017. Even before TikTok self, I've been following you since 2017. I've learned a lot also. And me, I'm a researcher, I read a lot. So let me do a lot of research and a lot of I read a lot. But half of my life is dedicated to CBD just to pass on this heritage. It's very disappointing that nobody wants to learn. Nobody wants to. Every time I ask him, yeah, Chinese, what. And it's very, very heartbroken and although inspiring. So even if you want me to join your team, I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to. That's it all again. Nobody will worry massive any. This is the aspect I want to come from. And now.
Azanuka, please, not even if I want you. This thing is not even if you, this thing is something. Do you know what we are trying to do? We are trying to live.
I know.
We are trying to cause a revolution, cultural revolution. So now, when you say people will make mockery of you, let me give you for example. Go to my Facebook page now. My Facebook page, I can boldly tell you that every blessed day, my Facebook page is under attack. My page does not grow. Do you know? If I am after that, I will say I will stop teaching. The algorithm is working against me. Do you get what I'm saying? If I'm a comedian now, if I do comedy 2 days, I will have 1 million followers. So once you are in the limelight of emancipation, the algorithm, they will just say, don't favor him. Don't favor her. That is why you see in your FYP, all you see is dancers, twerkers, comedians. That is what the algorithm boosts. But any critical thinker, the algorithm is working against you, provided you are working against the hierarchy. The pyramid is at war against you. Okay? I know the kind of content I'll make now. Within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, I can't to make grow. Just preach, go do. Okay, let me give you an example. There is this new guy on Facebook. The guy that sang Ebuka songs. If I no pray, Satan will make mess of me. Ilutelegua. I called the guy and see Ebuka on TikTok. See Ebuka. I was like, since he bele. You know, but go microphone and the China nyel gi iji agụ egwu. But guess what? Go and watch the algorithm. Watch the algorithm of our pastors. Don't you find it funny if you open your FYP and you get like 10 preaching in a day? Eh? Don't you? Do you understand what I mean by algorithm? The algorithm.
Yeah, Facebook, I block Facebook 1 year and 6 months.
Okay.
Post about CBD and the Muslim history of Africa.
Okay.
History of anime post more personally. Facebook blog, Facebook ban for 1 year and 6 months. I was not able to log into Facebook.
Your own is ordinary blocking. My first Facebook account, the one that bears my full name, Nkenji Bwezi Ezioma, was not a hacker. Facebook could delete the account. So what am I trying to tell you? My brother, don't be discouraged. Your impact, you may think is small, but I'm telling you, there are some DM I will receive. I will know that all this nonsense are bro nonsense. I will know that really, yes, I'm making impact.